Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. We past the norm, Norman, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses.
What up, though? It's that nigga Mom, man. So I'm looking at this Hello Y'all Seen video with Charleston White, and he done said most of the shit, but I'm gonna play it from where I got it at because shit, you know, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Even though I don't give a fuck if Young Thug put himself back in jail. This is what these new niggas doing. Pooh Shiesty got out, put himself right back in that bitch. So it's just like, it don't matter. It don't matter to a lot of these niggas, though. Their reputation of being street niggas is way more important than freedom. So, yeah. It is what it is. Let's go.
What I do. Yeah, no business bother me, but you got the right one, Jeffrey. Here.
And of course, this nigga talking about every type of way he can snitch on this nigga. Let's go.
Yeah, Jeffrey King Slime finna slime your ass right into Fannie Willie's hands. She already done tried to get you revoke. Guess what I'm finna do? Get you a revocation hearing. I swear to God, I'm finna get you a revocation hearing. And I listen. I'm going to tell exactly what happened. Detailed description. And you waited. You thought y'all would catch me by myself and I would go cow by it.
Yeah. Then they got footage. You got pictures of everybody, man.
Grab my nuts.
Everybody. You fucking up, young man. You're fucking up. Huh? Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna say that shit for work tomorrow. Get your ass down. Or I slap you. He wasn't talking to your ass. He talking about some. Oh, you got a piece of chicken for him for me? No, nigga, it ain't for you.
Told me to do.
No, cause soon as you said it, he got to go for the chicken. Cause you throw that shit in the fridge for me. After your fight and shit. Yeah, cause you throw that in the fridge for me after you get done. Alright. So, yeah, like I was saying though, niggas nowadays, they just going straight back to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pooh Shiesty. Then this Young Thug trying to get back there too. So, you know, it is what it is.
And I was by myself. You with a group of us. And you had every opportunity upside my motherfucking head. Get what you didn't do? Nothing but make threats. And guess what?
Yeah, that was dumb. You making threats, you know, but it ain't strength. It ain't always strength. It really ain't strength in talking. It's strength in doing, in action. So, yeah.
Against the law.
So here you have it. And to be honest, one thing that was quite surprising was the response to this. Usually, Young Thug, or prior to a year ago, Young Thug was a beloved figure. People wanted him to come back, and they definitely didn't want him to get locked up, especially throughout the trial, despite the heinous acts that he did or commanded others to do. But what happened since then? Well, people were anticipating some good music, and he just dropped some garbage that people didn't want to hear. So people aren't really too interested in him anymore. They haven't heard from him much. Now you're probably wondering, why the hell does Young Thug have such a hard-on, pause, for Charleston White? Well, Charleston White has been clowning Young Thug for a long time. Now, Charleston White has been talking about gang members as a whole, but it's been so many years that a lot of them have just decided, you know what, we're just going to stay away from this guy because he has all the tools to combat us. That is the mace. He even maced Soulja Boy. He did a 1v7 clutch against Soulja Boy and all his goons with mace in Florida. But he will also tell on us. And it's crazy that this took this long for people to figure out that the greatest fear of any rapper or gang member, at least in the media that's popular, that has some level of money, that he would be talking about, otherwise there's no point in him talking about some random gang member, is the police and law enforcement. So if somebody's willing to invoke snitching, you're suddenly the biggest villain and everybody's terrified of you. So this is just a little skit that Charleston White did while the trial was going on about...
Steer clear of them. Cause why, like, that's smart. Why would you want to go around motherfucker that can destroy you? They can get the people you avoid on you. So it's done for but the stupidity of the new generation, they don't know. They just telling on themselves. They don't even realize. The older generation, they more stupider for posting shit online of what they do. So this is wild. You put like a computer. Crazy. I ain't gonna hold you.
Gunna and Young Thug.
Cause he ugly. He ain't got no muscles. He ugly. An ugly ass nigga running the town. The ugliest nigga coming out the project. Been mistreated all his life. He like one of them Michael Vick dogs in the backyard.
This nigga went out and bought this shit and put that shit on. Like, nigga, I'm gonna play the judge. An old white judge, though, at that. The old timey 1800 type judge.
That had their head in the cage. That all they know how to do is fight and bite. And you done get this mother to a loving family. This motherfucker go bite everybody in the house. And the cousins come over too, and the neighbors too. This ugly mother now running the city. He been busted, dusty, ass ugly, bad dental work, poor hygiene, been mean in the mother. What y'all think when y'all make him president of the country? He want to go to war with everybody. He dropping bombs everywhere. They got the man.
That's Trump for you. He predicted Trump.
On the phone telling Woody them, you once done got soft. Them niggas dead yet. What? You saying this on the phone? They got the man recorded. Y'all done got soft.
So this is all good and fun, and you wouldn't think that Young Thug would get too upset about this, especially because he was allowed to go free. It's not like he was doing 15 years or anything like that. But when he was free, there became this whole, like, the thuggening leaks, where all of Young Thug's jail conversations with other people was being exposed, with his girlfriend talking about other people. He's just talking behind people's backs, cheating on his girlfriend. All of these things were leaking last summer. And Charleston White took advantage of this. Also, one thing that leaked was a 2-hour conversation that Young Thug had with police officers at the jail station, and he was just singing with them. I mean, he was just talking and talking, asking them for food, and Charleston White went in on him for...
The board found new ground to assimilate.
The pot calling the kettle black.
They asked.
Even Charleston White, the pot calling the kettle black. Whichever way it go, they both rats.
Jeffrey, you want something to eat? Yeah.
They nigga doing that Spider-Man meme pointing at each other.
Yeah. Say, boy, them lads be hungry in that county jail. I done said, boy, that county jail will make a nigga take 15 years where he just wait just a little bit longer. He'll get 6 months probation. So I'm just playing to you. Now, Thug done got Thug. Listen, they listen. Any nigga that didn't have dental work before he got to veneer was a rotten mother. They say Thug teeth was so bad for them veneers, homie. They said before Thug became famous, that's why he called himself King Slime. He always been ugly. He ugly now. Thankful he got the money.
So this one was funny because, and I think this is the one that really upset Young Thug, because Charleston White was coming for him for his head tie. Everybody was coming for, or at least everybody was talking about Young Thug. Everyone was making fun of Young Thug. Everyone was anticipating the next leak. But Charleston White was really grilling him and saying, see, I told you guys this guy destroyed the city, and this is how he's moving. He doesn't even like you guys. He was showing the true evil of Young Thug, which, let's not mince words here. While Young Thug may have been very nice and a great friend to many people within the industry, a lot of rappers, even non-gangster rappers that have kicked it with Young Thug or have worked with Young Thug, have said he's been great. He's been a good friend to them. He's helped them. Sure, he did that with you guys, but with ordinary people in his neighborhood, he was terrorizing them. And before he got released, he would put out an apology, Young Thug that is, to the judge.
I am a smart guy. I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart. You know,
Yeah, that nigga put on a white voice.
Yeah, I really got a good heart, and you know,
We're gonna say you know a couple more times, probably.
I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, you know, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end bad, and it don't really have to have nothing to do with you, but it could end bad and it could, you know, fall on you. And I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a, you know, bar in the future or something. Just out of this type of situation,
Unless it's, look at the officer in the background. Unless it's a bar in the future. Be fucking up. Fucking up.
I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again. I'm going away. I've learned from my mistake.
Yeah, when you in there, yeah, that's all you think about. You get out, freedom, rings, bullshit car your way. You gotta be able to control yourself, have self-control.
You know, I come from nothing and I've made something and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry. Through these last 2.5 years of my life, you are really, truly, honestly, the best thing that has happened to me because you made everything fair for me and
everything. Okay. I don't know, kissing ass. It helped.
Everybody involved on both sides, you know.
Clearly, he did not learn anything from that apology, and it was all just fake and fraud. But it's also such a nice contrast to see. Like, you see how he's talking to the judge, and then you see how he's talking to Charleston White, or how Charleston White alleges that he was talking to him. It's a night and day difference. But what's the first thing that Young Thug tweets out when he comes out, or one of the first things? He says, "Wham, let's drop one on these rats, Peter." So he's back on that same energy, and Wham is Lil Baby he's referencing, and he's talking about Young Thug too. So he's against this whole ratting, telling stuff. Another thing that he did as well is that he would talk about Kid Cudi, talking about like, damn, Kid Cudi a rat, when Kid Cudi was subpoenaed to get on the stand at Diddy's trial. And Diddy was the one that, or I don't know if he got convicted for it, but allegedly blew up the dude's car, was terrorizing his life, and was threatening him because he was being manipulated by Cassie, being used to buy her as a pawn to get Diddy jealous and to, I don't know, get like a softer guy on the side that she felt safe around versus Diddy where it was constant terror. And while there was the Atlantic DA's office a year ago, they were trying to get his probation revoked, he would tweet out and say, "I don't make treats to people." He meant threats. "I'm a good person. I would never condone anyone threatening or definitely participate in threatening anyone. I'm all about peace and love." Well, what Charleston White was saying, it didn't sound like Young Thug was all about peace and love. And a bunch of people were thinking that, yo, Charleston White's not serious. Well, Charleston White immediately after would post the following and say, "I just received Young Thug, a.k.a. Jeffrey Williams, snitch paperwork when he told on someone at the age of 17 in the back of the police car. Brian Steele had it suppressed in court." And he shows this like motion. Now, really what we want to see is this restraining order. Because I don't know if Charleston White is just joking around about it. Young Thug has not said a thing about any of this yet, which he should not say anything unless it goes legal and he risks potentially going back to jail, because this would be an instance where he goes back to jail. Him making threats, him doing anything, I think even failing a drug test would be enough to send him back to jail, although we know he's gassing it up. And
yeah, then it's like, bro, you shouldn't even be there. You should stay your ass at home. Don't even go to no celebrity events like that. Nigga, stay your ass at home.
This is the thing that really irritates me about Young Thug. As somebody who really had a strong level of support and anticipation for Young Thug's music when he would be released from jail, that I wasn't disappointed. I was frankly disgusted, because what did he drop?
It was always trash to me. You know, they just realizing it's trash because after this Kendrick beef, it seemed like the trash music died down a lot ever since that.
He dropped a song. The most memorable thing that Young Thug did last year musically was dropping a song that spammed the hard R and having a white album cover. Like, do you hear how just pathetic that is? And I think his whole intention behind it was to get attention off of the leaks that were coming out. I think the majority of them came out, at least the ones that are someone is currently suppressing may still be out there. But he dropped some whack music after having been released for a year. So he actually got released in 2024. So in 2025, 10 months later, 11 months later, he drops the album that was dead on arrival. Like, nobody listened to this album. Let's be real here. Or nobody still.
And I never heard the nigger song. I just seen that other people reacting to it, and I was like, nah, it's Young Thug, man. I'm not really too hyped to react to no shit by him, cause it was always trash to me. Even when he was at the height of his career to y'all, it was still trash to me. But let's continue.
Listens to this album. Nobody says like, yo, damn, I still gotta play that one track. What's that one track? Can you even name one track off that album? I can't even name the album. I need to look the album up. That's probably the only album.
Really, we got what we came here for. Yeah, he fucks up his life again. He fucked it up again. Yeah. If this true, you know, him and Charleston White, man. If Charleston White actually filed the charges and shit. But let's see if they get to that by the end of this video. Because there's a lot more video left. Let me see. Yeah, like 3 more minutes. Hold
on Young Thug's entire discography that I don't remember the title of. And it was his post-jail album. What's the title of the album? I'm actually looking it up. Oh yeah, Ayuascha. And this was supposed to be a big deal. Funny.
Producers, this plugin helps you finish your tracks way faster. Check this out. I'm going to start with this loop that I made here.
Yeah, ignorant shit, man.
Enough now when you...
Too much, I mean, it's a lot of shit going on. A lot of people is ignorant still to, like, even the war going on. A lot of people ignorant to that shit. It's kind of crazy. Because people distracted, man. And it's purposely done.
Go to the album cover. They have like the Galaxy album cover, the Supernova edition. They don't. Oh no, they do have the other version as well. Well, I was about to give them some credit for having gotten rid of the other ugly one. But yeah, like what songs? I don't remember a single one of these songs. I mean, he had Cardi B on here. He had T.I. on here. He had Mariah the Scientist on here, who, like I said, he had her on here twice. They should have dropped music together within weeks of his release because that was one of the big storylines going on, which is free promotion. And he didn't do that. He just decided to, I don't know, step around with her for 10 months until he finally dropped something. So frankly, Young Thug, I don't think he realizes this right now. But in the greater normal people sphere, which is fans of music, people that enjoy Young Thug's music, people that defended him, they don't care anymore. Like, they don't care about Young Thug. They don't care if he goes back to jail because there is this mutual exchange that they expect, which is Young Thug, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, because nobody probably even really cares about this story. I'm just covering it because I was looking at the video and I was like, fuck it. I mean, what do you want? He's covering it, but like nobody really cares.
There's a ton of good music. We listened to it. We went to your shows. You went to jail. Now we're deprived of good music. If they bring you out of jail, you give us some good music and we'll give you back our fanship and support. And they gave him support throughout the trial. Now, Young Thug gave them a steaming hot pile of forgetfulness. I wouldn't say the album was necessarily trash. It was just dead on arrival. It was very forgetful. He gave them that after 10 months. Disrespectful. Absolutely disrespectful. Meanwhile, you had what?
After 10 months, it's like, nigga, they probably felt like he had to talk about something. He probably didn't talk about shit. And he gave them the same shit he was been giving them. And now they just realizing it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dolph, not Young Dolph actually. You had FDO come out with Pooh Shiesty. This guy spent no time. What's crazy is that he's going to drop First Day Out 3 because it seems like this guy is locked up again. We haven't heard from him since. But he dropped FDO. This guy was hungry, ready to get back into the booth, as are most serious rappers when they get out. And keep in mind, Young Thug was in Aiden Ross.
That messed me up because I don't fuck with Pooh Shiesty, but he went off on that shit. I was like, okay, I like this, man. He actually, but I ain't listen to it ever again, you know. But I did give it a high rating, though.
apartment. He was living in Aiden Ross's Miami condo while he got out, when he was living in Miami. And he trashed that condo so bad because the live streamer Clavicular would move into that condo after Young Thug moved out. And he would just talk about how many, or Aiden would talk about how many repairs, how many things that they had to change because Young Thug lived there. So even though this guy is getting to live in Aiden Ross's apartment in a new condo, we don't know how much he was paying. I don't think he gave it to him for free. There's no way he let that. Actually, there is a way where Aiden Ross is nice enough to let Young Thug live there after getting out of prison or jail. And he just trashes the entire place. So no respect for people that are doing him favors. And even if he rented it to him, he shouldn't be trashing the place. So what the hell has Young Thug done for us that we should care? Honestly, more people, like, that's why I said you got to read the replies to this. People are not messing with Young Thug. They said, yeah, you know, we're tired of that guy. Send him back to jail. The YFN Lucci has done more since he's been out. That guy's released music actively. He's actively stayed out of the BS. We haven't heard him threatening anybody. So if Young Thug can't act properly, especially at an event like this, just get this guy out of everything. I'm not saying lock him back up.
Yeah, it's looking, you know, whatever for him. You know, I really don't care. It's just, you know, dude need, like, cause the video I reacted to, he was like he was in church or something. But it's like, man, you don't really need to sit in the room by yourself and just meditate and just look deep inside yourself, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's happening for a reason, and if he did all the dirt, yeah, hey, it's a necessary. It was necessary for the universe to do this for him. You know, go to jail. He didn't learn. Now he destroyed his career. It don't look like he can turn this shit around. So. So with that being said, like, subscribe, and share. Stay peaceful, productive, and positive. It's that nigga Mom, and much love.
Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. Way past the norm, norming, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses that comfort them with torment snoring. Like you in your own home with a home phone. I'm more like E.T., got a phone home past the moon. It's not a movie, I'm about to fly past it soon. Spirit